Hey everybody, it's Wednesday, and you know what that means. Yes, that's right, it's time for Sarcastic Distractions, the interesting podcast for interesting people. Featuring, as always, the Gentleman Society of Podcasting. Myself, Harvey. My heterosexual life mate, Dave.
Hello. Hey, at least I got a hand clap too.
And the ever-loving, ever-sounding AJ.
Not that anybody can see this. Had he not pushed it, I was.
I know, you were going to. Yeah. He was getting that for sure. And thanks so much for joining us today.
So, AJ, you have to limit this to like once every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That has to be a rule.
Yeah.
So now it's a 5 minute
That's
count.
right. Then we got a 5 minute count.
Yeah,
and we're all
yeah.
keeping count now, too.
Yeah.
4:59,
To
4:58.
Mississippi.
I'm watching the numbers.
I love it. Yeah. So today we are talking about, throughout history, our favorite heroes and villains on both sides. I think, and we're talking across the gamut, right?
Oh, we're talking everything.
Yeah.
It's one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thought so. Okay. I love this idea.
Yeah.
I love this idea. And we're obviously the heroes of our own story, but maybe some people see us as villains, but fuck you. No.
I can't think of anybody that would see me as a villain.
I don't think anybody.
I'm trying to think of somebody I've like really either somehow ruined their life, pissed them off horribly, and I know there's people that aren't a fan of me, which is fine because there's people I'm not a fan of because personalities, lifestyles.
Can't please everyone, right?
Well, every life should be different. I am one of those annoying people where I actually don't mind somebody being 100% conservative, 100% liberal. You be you. My big thing is, hey, don't shit on their fucking garden and at least be polite.
Don't shit in people's garden.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's rude.
That is rude.
Come on.
Shit in the fucking
Just rude in
compost. You're
general,
gonna
man.
do that.
Exactly. Throw it right in the compost. Fuck. Jeez. Need to get next to it or something. Anyways. So, yeah. I don't think I'm a villain in anyone's...
No. So that's just
I can guarantee at least two people I know.
That you
There's at
consider
least
a villain? Or consider you a villain?
Oh, yeah.
Exes?
Ex-wife.
Ex-wife?
Yeah, my ex-wife.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And this dude who thinks I did a bunch of shit that I didn't do.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah.
I know a little bit of the story. You want to tell the details of the story?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He came prepped.
I won't put any names.
No, whatever.
Names,
That's
but
fine.
this
No.
dude,
Yeah. Lucky
this
them.
dude, we were friends for like ever, like good friends, like did lots of stuff together, like almost best friends kind of thing, right?
Gotcha. Obviously, it's before us.
And then one day, I you might have met him when we were living together in St. Thomas.
Okay.
But I worked with him at Starwood.
Right. Okay.
But he I called him up one day because he was being kind of like flaky and just distant, and like so I called him on it. I was like, "What the fuck? What's going on?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh well, I'm mad at you because you stole something off me." I'm like, "No, I didn't." Yeah. He tried to say that I stole. He came, sat down behind my drums one night. He's like, "Yeah, these are my pedals, eh?"
Oh,
What the
whatever.
fuck they are?
Yeah, like
I've had those pedals for 25 fucking years, man. Like,
no.
I could show you the picture of the ones you think they are,
Yeah.
but that's not them, bud.
Yeah.
I've had those for 25 years. Like,
Yeah.
no. And then, so there was that, and then he just wouldn't accept
That is an answer.
that as an answer.
Yeah. Apparently not best friends after all.
And then apparently I tried to kiss his girlfriend in front of him when he dropped you and me off at our place from like the bar one night or some shit.
Oh, that tracks. That sounds like you.
Right? That
Yeah.
that totally sounds like something I would do, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what it really
Especially
probably was?
right in front of
Oh,
somebody's
for
like
sure.
they're dating
You were
them.
probably just trying to get out of the car, and you fell.
Or
forward
I
a
think
little bit.
I think what happened was me and this girl, like we were all friends, right?
Yeah,
From
yeah.
Starwood, so like he gave her a hug or something.
Sure, yeah.
Like just like see
And
you
he took
later.
it, like personal. or
I
whatever.
guess.
Well, I mean,
And then this
wasn't
other
a bus
girl that
hug,
he was
was it?
hanging out with, I don't even know if they were dating or anything like that. They were like best friends, quote unquote.
he was trying to fuck her, and she wasn't into it.
Yeah, I think that's what was going on. And
Seems reasonable.
I guess
Yeah.
here's the scenario is I think this was at his place or something like that, and she had her feet up on the table, and I'm thinking I asked her to like excuse me, like I want to get by,
Okay.
like go to the bathroom and go for a smoke or something like that,
Yeah.
but she wouldn't. So I went over her legs, I think like crotch first.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, fine, I'll fucking stick my crotch in your face.
Yeah,
I'll
being
stick
silly.
my ass in your face
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're not going to fucking move.
Yeah.
Right?
Being
Like, fucking
stupid.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and apparently that I'm the devil. But I swear to God, I didn't do the first two things. Maybe that last thing.
But either way,
but that was like get the fuck out of my way.
If
I wasn't trying to do it in any sort of other rude
you weren't doing
way.
it in a sexual way. You're doing it in a
get the fuck out of my
yeah. You're doing like as a punishment for them being a bitch.
Sassy,
you're being a bitch back.
I'm being sassy.
Yeah.
But so I'm pretty. Yeah. So he's blocked me on Facebook and all the socials and fucking
shit deal, man.
That sucks.
That actually kind of sucks. Somebody that you've been
called me names
friends
and
with.
Shit and,
yeah, it tells me like that maybe they weren't like if they're that fragile. It was never meant to be long term anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't ever like try to pursue calling back or anything.
Whatever. Maybe he's the villain in your story.
Yeah, it could be because that's often the way humans work is we piss each other off and then we blame each other for the pissing each other off.
That's true.
It's always the other person's fault.
Right. And it's always a reflection on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like most things, there can be fault. Like I'm not disputing that side of the coin, but of course, it's along with that fault on that other person. Always review yourself too, and how much of that did you oops on, or maybe could have done differently?
Right. Yeah. What's your involvement in the situation? Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure I could have handled it better after he started, berating me and shit like that.
I'll say, because you went back and started stealing all his shit.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, I stole all his stuff.
Yeah. And then you were stepping over his lady's legs.
That's right. And making out with her at the same time?
Actually, that'd be impressive.
That would be actually very
different
impressive.
ladies.
Yeah. Oh, even better.
Yeah.
You're trying to mac on
So wait.
girls.
One lady was on top as you were stepping over the lady in the bottom?
Maybe. I don't know. That's probably what happened. I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
But yeah,
tangle webby weave, sir.
So it's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, I'll say.
I'll tell you that. So
it seems like petty human drama, and you're probably better to not have it.
It just sucks that it's a person you've known for a long time. Like,
Yeah,
wrong.
that's the shitty part.
We were
that's the
good
shit
chums
part.
and shit like that.
Yeah, like because Chris and I have known each other for a few years now, and decades. Sorry, a few decades.
Right, fuck. Shit.
And I have to admit, like, if suddenly you just stopped calling, talking, all those things, and I reached out to you to, hey, what's up? Zero response, things like that, like. Yeah, and then you're just suddenly just tell me to fuck off, like
right?
Okay, at least tell me what the fuck you're pissed off.
And I won't say any names. There's a few times that's happened to me in my life. There was one in particular way back in high school. We were fast friends with an old friend of ours that we used to get in trouble with and have a good time with.
Yeah.
That sort of thing did happen. All of a sudden, they stopped talking to me and whatever, and you take it personally. You're like, what the hell? Like, what is me? And then I found out the reason why. Months later was because I guess I just wasn't cool enough there, or they want to hang out with another crowd of friends, and you're like, that sucks.
Well, I think I know what
That's
happened.
A bummer.
It's when I started dating Nikki.
Oh yeah, that's
and I think he had a thing for her.
Oh okay,
right. So I think when things got further with her and her and I, he kind of got a little
jealous,
jelly about
it. 7 billion people in the world, coming up to 8, I think, and
I think we hit the 8, actually.
Yeah, we might be at the 8 now.
We're past the 8
Yeah,
now.
Okay, then there's half of those are women. Go find one.
Yeah.
Go find another
actually,
one.
there's more women than men. It's
even better.
I think it's like a 54% last
Exactly.
time. And I totally maintain those.
And if it doesn't work, go find yourself a guy. You know what I mean? Like, figure it out. Figure out something.
I have no problem with people going to find a guy, but I have to, in my personal case, I can't imagine me wanting to go after a guy.
No, neither can I. Yeah.
Like, hey, you do you. If that's what makes you, and the other person happy in any situation. But it's like the whole people, or especially when I was a teenager, I'll freely admit this. It was always that I would love to have a threesome with 2 girls.
Oh yeah.
Now, my older age, I'm like, I don't know if I'd want to actually try this. That's a lot of
energy.
That's a lot of effort.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
I mean, it's hard enough with just one. I know for sure.
And really, cut 30 seconds in half. You're only gonna last.
That's
15,
right. Yeah,
so.
It's really fucking hard, man. Like,
hey, don't be showing me up.
All right. So speaking of heroes and villains.
Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're the heroes and villains. Fuck.
There you go. I just want to start it off and get it out of the way.
It has been 5 minutes.
My favorite all-time fictional.
Sorry.
And pretty much all of their forms is the same. My favorite hero and villain. Hero to me, but villain to everybody else. Magneto from the X-Men.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not terribly surprised.
Yep. I just, because I love the perception of it. I love that in his eye, and anybody that follows him, he's a hero. Like, he's trying to be the savior of his people, but like to everybody else is against. He's clearly
isn't that
villain.
like every villain though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But Magneto knows how to demonstrate
that's
it.
right.
I'm thinking guy from Die Hard.
Yeah.
He thought he was doing the right thing.
I mean,
everybody that followed him was doing the right thing.
Every man's terrorist is another man's patriot, right? For sure. So, yeah, absolutely.
Did you say Die Hard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking what's his face?
I'm confused.
Alan Rickman's character. Man.
I was just thinking about this the other day.
I was thinking about it too.
But Die Hard, they're not good.
No, they're evil bad guys, but they're doing it for a reason, aren't they?
Yeah. And they're heroes to somebody.
Yeah. No, but they're not doing it for anybody.
They're heroes to somebody. They're heroes to themselves. He thinks he's doing the right thing, just like Darth Vader.
See,
Vader, we're getting into
he's doing it for his reasons.
Yeah, but then we're
in the Empire.
No.
He's a hero.
No, that's the thing.
He's a hero to the people of the Empire.
Oh, I mean, well, even there, I'd say maybe not.
Yeah,
he's more of just
because they're all in the
actually
same.
Remember,
the
but
same
the
agenda.
Empire feared him.
But they all have the same
he led
agenda.
with fear. So even the people inside the Empire were fucking terrified.
Now, I will say,
even Nazis thought Hitler was a hero.
Well,
people who really believed in it.
No. There's
I
know
people
the argument
really
you're
believe
making.
in Scientology.
I know,
think L. Ron Hubbard's a fucking hero.
Here we already. Wow.
Well, this podcast is over. This is done. We're done, son. They fucking ruined it again.
Now I have to actually give you a very honest and. Oh, shit, that's a very valid point.
Sure.
Because, again, we're talking about our heroes, the people we don't like in stories and things of that nature. And, yeah, it is a perspective. Okay, that's fair.
Well, and that's the thing.
Podcast over.
Yeah, it's over. Well, let's get that little detail out of the way, right? Everybody is good and bad. So when we're talking... Excuse me. Burping. No. We're talking heroes and villains. It's from our perspective, I guess, right?
Yes.
From what it is, fictional or otherwise.
Yeah.
Right?
Because Magneto's a villain.
Not to mutants.
Hitler wasn't a villain to Nazis.
But there were no Nazis before Hitler.
Well, there were racists. Well, yes, racist. I'll call them racist.
There was fascism.
Yes, fascism. Another good description.
Yeah.
There's still technically fascism.
It still exists, for sure.
Yeah, it still exists.
Yeah, but... I don't know. He made it famous.
I mean, I could see Magneto in the movie. He was a hero to Jewish peoples.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
I'll give him that.
For sure.
Yeah, and I give that. That's one thing they really called out well in the movie to somewhat demonstrate how sometimes real people, and in our stories and all the fun stuffs, where they become evil because something or someone was evil on them.
It's always circumstantial.
Yeah,
of course.
Not circumstantial because somebody has done something evil, and now it's almost like they've passed on that curse to you of evilness.
And I just want to counter that point. What about the times that Magneto fought with and led the X-Men?
Yeah, but he had ulterior motives.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Most times.
Well, no, but see, this is actually another good example. When somebody is still trying to do something right, so he's working on with the X-Men, but while doing so is hurting some.
Yeah.
Are they good or bad?
See, these are really good moral
like in movies and books and things, that's great because you can just watch a character. In fact, one of my characters, Haplo from a series of books back
Dragonlance.
No, actually, this one's not Dragonlance, but still.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Deathgate Cycle.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dragons of Dragonlance.
Cycle.
This one was Deathgate Cycle, and it was all about how the Sartan blew up the planet and separated us into 4 distinct universes. Either way, Haplo was sent to
Scientology.
No.
Dave's talking about Scientology now. First of all, it was a fictional book. Second of all, it was about the splitting up of all this.
The character
that, and the
Haplo
other
was a great character from that perspective, showing that how somebody who was bad, yes, technically he had a reason for being the bad because he had been, taken advantage, beat up, his parents killed, all these things, but was able to realize and actually grow and change because of what he learned. So I admit that he was one of my heroes because
he was just a better bad guy.
No, it just more taught me that. I'm not saying this necessarily absolves a real person of what they do, but it is always possible to change. It's always possible to stop, figure things out, and start to come back. Does it absolve? Does it make you a perfect angel now? No. But it's a
redemption.
Good example that, hey, whether you accidentally drop that Kit Kat bar in your pocket or you do something horrible, you can always fix it. It's not the last thing.
Whether you take that cookie dough or you leave that cookie dough, you
fell in my backpack.
Again, I think that's again circumstantial.
Oh, most things in life are circumstantial. It's how you react to it. That is you.
What does Vince McMahon say? It's all about moments.
I don't fucking know
moments. That's what it
fucking
says.
McMahon said.
Speaking of villains, anyways.
I didn't get invited out to the bar. Come on, shit. No, but you did bring up a point because it's really what happens to you in your life. That is very circumstantial.
Yeah.
How you respond, react, what you do is, and there's exception to what I'm about to say. That's totally on you.
Yeah.
Of course, the exception is you get older, you get the when you start to lose your thoughts, your brain.
Alzheimer's.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alzheimer's.
Ironic.
I honestly wasn't trying to be a jerk on that one. No, I wasn't.
I thought you were doing a joke there.
No, I wasn't.
No, there's no bit.
Better.
Dave's Alzheimer's is showing.
It's showing.
Yeah.
It's showing.
Well, no, I brought that up before. But pronouns.
I know.
Anyway.
Isn't that the cliche line? 10% of life is what happens to you. 90% is how you react to it or deal with it.
It is cliche. It's like the 50-50. Hey, all these things. There's no pure number because, again, for what's happened to my life, that actually is a fair estimate for my personal life, for the things that have happened in my life. There are other lives, other parts of the world, even today. No, like you were just sitting there in bed and suddenly bombs are starting to get dropped.
That's true.
You're quite absolved of this one, my friend.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. You can't just leave.
Yeah. In fact, there's that one, I think it's in one of the government commercials, and I probably shouldn't give them credit, where they showed a girl, a happy family at the start of the commercial, and by the end, just a very miserable family, people missing because they died. Great commercial.
Really? By the government?
It might have been by another agency.
Never seen it.
No, I've never seen this one.
Never seen it.
I can't remember even what the commercial was for. I just
Wow.
remember the girl in the commercial was quite well done. Anyway, totally off topic as usual.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. All right. Here's the villains.
Anyway, back to what we're supposed to be talking about, David.
Yes.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, Dave. God, always throwing us off track. Jeez. Anyways, so that's my pick. We could say he's a villain. I don't care.
Well, no, because it's about perception.
I love that.
So is he like your number one hero? In the context
he's always, I don't know why. I just always reflect on his character. I know that he's, it's all tropes and shit, but I reflect on him as being someone that I think is just magnificent, because it's that he's got that ire where he will draw you in, right? Like you'll be that, if you're a mutant or whatever, you might be like, oh yeah, maybe this guy's got something to say, and all of a sudden he's leading a fucking army, shit. And then
I know another man who was like that.
What?
His name was A.L. Ron Hubbard.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. Yeah. No. Would you say he's a hero or a villain?
Where's the Trump?
I would say he's a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he created something that steals from people.
That's true.
He thieves.
He's got
his organization. I can't say him because he's dead.
He's got the world's most watertight MLM, multi-level marketing scheme.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
it's fucking Amway.
Yeah, but religious,
quote unquote,
and
religion.
tax free.
Yeah,
it was just kind of fucked up.
So funny question, just for fun. So what makes them evil though? Where there's people joining this. So people are just
that doesn't make them.
That's the brainwashing.
Yeah, that doesn't make them
aspect of it.
It makes him evil
because the person joining.
No.
The person who started it.
Because he's the one that created something. I don't mean to stop on your point, so if I do, let me know. He's the one that's creating something that is duping people out of their money for the sole purpose of making a profit.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And giving
these people are choosing
every
to
corporation.
Do it. But no. But see, here's the.
But they're not necessarily choosing of the quote. I mean, they're choosing of their quote unquote own free will, but they're being fooled into doing it.
Yeah, but one could argue that for anything. The perspective is based on all the stories you have heard.
That's literally every corporation on the planet right
exactly.
now.
That's kind of the joke.
Do that.
Yeah, I make the joke to myself because anytime I think, I'm like,
but they have to pay taxes.
But they don't.
But they do more than.
But they don't.
More than Scientology.
They have to, but they don't pay them.
Well, generally people who know how to work around the system.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like none of the biggest billion-dollar corporations don't make. They're just saying. Well, not even regardless, corporation or Scientology, they don't have to pay.
Right, but their product isn't necessarily taking families away from families and shit like that.
Well, like some corporations are.
Yeah, but in Scientology, if you're born into Scientology, say your parents are Scientologists and you're born, you get to see your parents for like 5 minutes and that's it.
Okay.
And then you're taken away to some Scientology nanny fucking place and your parents have absolutely nothing to do with your life whatsoever. That's what Scientology provides, quote unquote.
That's a wonderful service.
And
whereas I don't think Coca-Cola does the same thing.
They might sponsor Scientology.
No, but didn't they used to take water from a location in Africa and we're stealing the clean water or something?
I don't know. Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like,
that's a real thing. Yep.
Yeah, there's always examples of people doing the wrong thing.
They're all operating within their own self-interest.
But they're not necessarily operating on that basis of the wrong thing. You can't tell me that a lot of people within Scientology know they're doing something wrong.
Well, you pick any sort of groupism of any religion, people and thoughts. Creed. There's always going to be, unfortunately, humans being human, which may hurt other people. Like, yeah.
I don't tell you.
I don't tell you either.
I think it's evil.
Oh yeah, you may think it's evil. That's fair.
I mean, I would tend to agree with you.
I'm sure there's a lot of other people who would agree with me.
But I think there is
probably.
But then there's a whole sect of people that would not. And I think that's fair for them to have that opinion.
Yes. As long as they are not physically harming other people themselves.
But they are.
Financially harming people.
But no, there's
and there is physical harm.
There's a lot of physical harm.
Okay, yeah, no. So that's what I mean. In any religion or any groups, you should not be executing physical harm. I don't care what your excuse is. Be it working at the office. No, I'm not going to slap people that work in my office.
I might.
Don't get me wrong. I've thought of it. I will be open and honest. But no, I won't do it.
No.
But that's what I mean. It's just one of those. I try, and I don't know even really why I try to do this. I try not to group people.
Yeah.
Because I always find that as soon as you get to that, every Scientologist does blah, blah, blah. Right. Every blah does blah, blah, blah. It's no.
And everyone's experience is nuanced, right? So to group them all together into one, you're kind of,
well, that's what I mean.
Disservice
do they have commonisms? Yes, I will say that, yes. Most, people of this variety will say things in this style.
Yeah.
Generally less about it's more about where they're from, like the local society thing, culture, things like that. But yeah, when it comes to people of this, will always do that. No, I try not to.
Yeah.
And even if they do that, I just walk away. Unless I care. Then maybe I'll do something.
Maybe.
It
really depends on your attitude in the moment.
Yeah. Well, see, that's one of those things. It's one of those things I know irritates people because I'm one of those really irritating, annoying people. Are they hurting anybody? Good call.
Yeah.
Are they hurting anybody? Okay, then I don't care.
Yeah, I know.
You don't care. They think that.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Shit.
But they're lying.
Yes.
I don't care.
I don't think I'd care as much if I didn't know as much.
Yeah, I think maybe that's what it is.
I'm not ignorant to what has gone on.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
For me, I've said this before. The more I know, the more I have to get involved, and I just don't want to get involved. So I was just like,
Yeah.
No, I'm not getting involved.
I don't need to be a part of that.
Yeah. Well, it's even thing. Yeah.
I know myself. I got a bit of a hero complex sometimes. I just feel like, I got to do something.
I think that's a human complex.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so, but I don't know if it's true or not.
I got to do something. Oh, but my show's about to get on. I'll get to it later.
Yeah. So, anyways.
Yeah.
Humans.
Yeah, well, I think we just undersold her.
I think we did. Okay. So do you guys have any favorite villains? AJ, since you were the big rebuttalist here. Wow.
I don't know, there's lots.
Like
I
Animal?
don't know if I have any favorite. How's Animal a villain?
I mean,
there's no way Animal is a villain.
That's true. He's too loved.
There's no way.
He's too loved. What about Kaiser Soze?
I'd say
he's a good example.
He's a great villain.
He is a villain. Like I knew he's a villain.
Absolutely. You know he's evil.
when I watch the fucking movie.
I fucking love his ass.
I do too.
I know. How about Agent Smith?
I need a reference. Sorry.
From Matrix.
From the Matrix, your favoriteest movie. Dave,
gotcha.
come on.
He's the ultimate, I think, villain in the sense that, he's a perfect mirror to his protagonist.
Yeah, I'll give you okay. Yeah. It's funny, though. It's one of those other challenges where it's because he loses. I think that's why. Oh, that's the difference. So him, I don't have as much as a... Yeah, but I just called out how I kind of like the other guy because I will watch that movie and love him throughout the entire thing, even though I know he is the villain.
Right.
Darth Vader is a hero because he saves Luke at the end.
Well, that's it. We were just talking about that exact point. When so he's got that redemption arc. He's the purest, most evil motherfucker in the galaxy. And at the end, because his old self comes back, he has a redemption. It's like, yes, all the shit, you can't absolve the fact that he literally blew up planets and fucked people's days up and changed the course of the galaxy. But he really did love his son.
He can resolve himself, I guess, in a moment, but this is it'd be like Hitler coming out if he didn't kill himself and be like, I'm sorry.
Or something to the effect that he saved someone of significance.
Well,
and as if that would be that's
queen,
okay.
If he saved the Queen of England, it would have been okay for him to
kill
eradicate 4 million fucking human beings.
No, it wouldn't have been
That's what we're saying. That's the joke, right? Yeah.
I forget my fucking
So that's so again, circumstantial. That whole redemption arc is circumstantial.
I think redemption, like most things in life, it depends on exactly what you have done. If you have killed somebody or killed 4 million, that is something that the only people that can really redeem you, and there's probably no way you can do it, it's more on them and being people that can redeem, is, they're the only ones that would make you good, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
So would it be okay to murder somebody to feed your family?
Oh,
who's the person?
Now we're talking about these train things. Who do you pull the track to? Yeah. Have you ever played that stupid train game?
I have played it. Yeah.
Fuck, it is annoying.
It's really annoying.
Some of them are easy, but fuck.
Anyway,
totally off topic. So the question is the person evil if they killed somebody to save their family?
Yeah, or to feed your
Well, okay,
if,
to feed.
If I didn't kill you, my family goes hungry.
Yeah.
Can someone sacrifice themselves?
One of those Saw questions.
Yeah, it is.
Can someone sacrifice themselves, or do they have to be killed, murdered?
Oh, it has to be more like the Saw. They have to be murdered. The sacrifice, that's easy. If you came up and said, Dave, I need you to die to save my family.
There's a key in your tummy.
Fuck that.
There's a key in your tummy that opens up a pantry. And the only way I can get that key.
Are you allowed to relay the information to me that this will feed your family?
Well, of course, because that's gonna. He's absolving himself as he's stabbing and ripping the key out of your.
Yeah,
of course he's gonna say that.
Listen, here's the reality, though. You think he's got a shot against me? I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
But in a Saw situation, I probably would.
Maybe
you'd be chained up or something like that, and I wouldn't.
Bullshit.
I love that we're fighting on this point.
I have a rusty knife.
You could try, but I would totally fight you back.
AJ's the villain of this story.
Well, no, he's not. Again, he called it out earlier in his defense as well, which is, in some ways, it's a perspective.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'll be honest. What would I do if I saw my family chained up against a wall with a dude, multiple dudes probably, pointing their guns and saying, hey, if you don't stab Chris Harvey in the throat right now, we're going to shoot.
Yeah.
I'd stab you in the throat. I'm sorry.
Again, you think you'd have a chance. Man, I'm fucking trained, yo. I'm trained.
Trained in what?
I can't even tell you. It's so top secret. It's so top secret. You don't even know. Listen, you get a feathers close to me and I was like, whoa. Yeah. And then all of a sudden,
But by that same token, if the two of you were on the wall and they said, hey, Dave, you need to stab your son in order to save the two of them, I'd put the knife down and say, sorry, dudes. See what I mean? It's one of those, what's the good and the bad?
But hold on. But then everybody dies but you.
Sorry, what? What's the situation in this case?
Well, if you had to stab your son to save the other two.
Yes.
But then you just let everybody die?
Yeah, more or less.
Well, no, but I'm saying, so he
can't decide.
Free,
he can't choose.
So I'm stabbing the two of you to save my son.
Oh, two of us.
I'm stabbing you two.
Family, if you.
I switched. We started with that one, but then I switched it.
Yeah. You can't switch halfway through.
Well, because it depends on the conditions.
No, you can't.
That's just it. It's like
no.
So stealing, obviously, simple one. Oh my God, they stole food from the grocery store.
Right.
Well, shit, that sucks that they needed to do that.
Yeah.
Oh shit, they stole $4 million from the bank. Those jerks.
Yeah.
Like, it's
But
perception.
maybe they needed to do that.
Exactly.
Speaking of, I think a real life villain might be that Galen Weston from Loblaws.
No. You know who a real life fucking villain is? That dude who bought the fucking AIDS fucking pill and then jacked it up like 8,000%.
That guy is a real life villain. Fuck that.
And then bought the only copy of the Wu-Tang Clan album.
What a prick, man.
Fuck that guy.
I don't care about that.
That guy's a real villain.
Care, but the previous part of that, yes.
That's like a 66 Batman storyline.
That's
right
some that is some diabolical shit, right? Like that is like premeditated.
Like I understand making money. Don't get me wrong. Like Galen Weston, right? Like but
he's going way above and beyond. But all right,
we can talk about
Farhi too. What the fuck?
Because I remember when that Galen Weston guy was fucking like. All right, Galen Weston.
His name's Galen Weston. Like, there's no way you come out cool with that name, right? Like, there's no way.
When like President's Choice wasn't even a thing. It was like, we have no name and President's Choice. It's the same shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But now President's Choice is all good.
Yeah. Just so you know, Galen Weston or Loblaws is not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Never will be. No.
By the way, it's Loblaw. But anyway,
Loblaw. That's right.
Loblaw.
I've always found that funny. Loblaw. Because in my
Yeah.
brain, it's supposed to be Loblaws. At some point, it changed.
Loblaws.
Loblaw.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
You guys ever seen Arrested Development?
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's a good example. The original, I loved it, and it's no knock against Netflix. I don't know. It didn't click with me.
Didn't quite get there, no.
It's when it's... let's talk about villains for a second. Let's talk about the villainous Netflix and the villainous Yahoo.
Oh, okay.
Well, I find it's...
Wow.
just to make a point on Dave's point. I think it happens when they revive something to try and finish it out.
Yeah.
So then they just quickly finish it out. Like Community was the same way. When Yahoo TV picked it up or whatever the fuck it was for the 6th season it was garbage. It was crap. Yeah. But it was just to finish out the idea.
Yeah,
and they just rushed it.
By
and
that
it was too
same
quick.
token, and of course, I can't think of the show, but we talked about it like 3 or 4 episodes ago. The guy, the lottery ticket, gets hit by the car.
It's My Name is Earl.
And what our point on that one, where we wanted them to finish it out. That's what I mean. It's that joke in our perceptions.
I know.
Right?
Yeah. Now,
would we say the same thing if Yahoo had bought that one? And right? Like,
yeah, it's a good point. Yeah. What if they tried to finish that? Right. I mean, time. Too, right? Because they all were made in different time periods.
Yeah, no, it's the concept.
I just want one quick thing on to your point about Arrested Development, why the later seasons were weird. The 4th season, I believe, what kind of made it fucked up is everybody agreed to shoot it, but no one could get scheduled at the same time, so they had to kind of film things separately, and I think that's why it's a little disjointed for me. But
I have no specific point. I have to admit.
It's just not the same.
Didn't feel the same.
Yeah.
And again, I will be completely human honest. Part of it was because they didn't restart until 2 or 3 years later.
Yeah, a while later.
And it was just one of those silly things where, especially the child actors.
Yeah.
They were no longer children, but the episode still felt like it was supposed to be children. It's like, they're not children.
No, I know. Right around that, Yeah, agreed. Yeah. Anyways.
It's one of those things you can always do with animations, like Simpsons, shit like that.
For sure.
They've been children for, 30 years?
They've only gone one grade, graduated grade 3 to grade 4, and that was like season 4.
It's because there's is that South Park?
Yeah, South Park. Yeah.
The Simpsons, the theory is it's only like all of the things that have happened over the past 32 years, it's only been like a month.
Oh, right. Good Lord.
Right.
Can you imagine that in a month?
In Simpsons time or whatever? Yeah. In that universe, it's only been like a month or 2.
Speaking of great villains, Mr. Burns. He's fantastic villain.
Yep.
He was, you know what I always, he was a good villain.
Yeah.
He was a good, you always felt good when something bad happened to him.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever he got, he deserved, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But then eventually he gets away with it anyway, which is like, yeah.
Well,
he's rich.
As all good villains do. Yeah, exactly.
He's rich.
Let's talk some heroes or shit.
I'm trying to stay away from like Batman.
I know.
I always talk about Batman.
Yeah. Well, good job. You didn't stay away from it.
No.
So I do have one. And it was kind of, I was hunting through all the stuff I watch and read and everything. And I have to admit, the one person, and again, like most things, it's not the character.
Yeah.
It was really just from Train Spotting.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Ritton character
guy.
And it was just, I always loved the story about, he's bad in the sense of what he has started to get into, his life, all those things, and they make the sequel to it, and just the type of person, even after he's been able to escape, walk away, all those things, just I don't know, it spoke to me in that perfect middle-aged white male, just that right every possible way, and it's that type of movie. Anytime I start to get and just life hates me, I put on Trainspotting 2, I have to admit, more than the first, but the second one, because it's that sure, it's just a movie. And yes, my life has not been to that level by any stretch. Just to all the listeners out there know, I have never gotten into any cocaine or other drug habits such as that level.
At least according to this recording.
According to this recording, fair enough. Future recordings.
At the time of this recording.
At the time of this recording, I'd only done... I'm allowed to do marijuana and alcohol now, right?
Right.
Okay, I've done those two. That's it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in a week from now. But
You never know what's going to be legal, right?
That's right.
It's just, to me, he was one of those, from my perspective, one of those characters that really showed me just goodness, especially how it ended. Like, it was just the entire movie just clicked in all those right ways. Goodness in that sense of you can always make a mistake. Yeah. Again, within reason, perception, everybody has their different ways of living. But it's always just that you can always and stand back up and keep going. So always, that to me was always one of my favorite good guy shows.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah. What about you, AJ? Says Batman.
Oh.
All right.
Edward Norton in American History X.
Yeah? That's a redemption arc.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely is.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because he's definitely, you see it just as a normal person. And that's one thing about the movie and probably the story. I've never read the actual story.
Right.
The book. But yeah, because you can really just tell even through the movie, like, he started going down that path, just little snips, letting goes. Yeah. It was a good demonstration, not of just coming back to the good side, but also how you don't really fall in necessarily to the dark. It's that
trickle,
step.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think with that, to your point, I think that what that movie shows, wonderful or job showing, is the journey from, being this horrible human to your redemption, but also why such a thing could happen.
Yes.
But guiding somebody else to do the same, like his little brother, right?
Exactly.
Or trying to guide him.
For sure.
In the right path.
I don't want to be the guy to make the mention, but spoiler alert, he fails in the end. But we're not going to get into that.
No, he doesn't fail.
No,
he doesn't actually fail. That's what I also like about the story. Because, to be honest, it's one of those, I don't know what the sequel would actually be, but you could almost make a sequel about that movie. Because, yes, so he's in his youth, the father, mother, all this shit starts to happen. He starts to slowly go to the dark side of the force. Yes, I can't help myself. Then, yes, he's stomping on people's teeth. He's going to jail and slowly starts to come back to the light. All these things in the story. And then, yes, at the end, his brother, after he's told this whole story and the brother's starting to understand and he's backing out early.
Yeah.
Yes, he goes to school the next day and he gets shot for a whole other reason by a whole other kid.
Right.
The older brother, though, he's still gone out and back into goodness.
Right.
And now he has to deal with this.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay. I missed that.
Because that's where it ends, right? Like, it gives you that, like, oh, shit, his brother dies. Where does he go? So it's like, in my take,
gotcha.
It's like all that work for, nothing.
That's what I mean. That's the sequel.
Yeah.
The sequel is, how does he now defend himself in his head? And
Yeah.
Well, it's called Fight Club.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's a good example.
Oh, wow. Wouldn't that be something? If fucking, holy shit, American History X was, wow.
Well, no, but even more, that's actually a really good example.
Yeah.
In the movie, from my perspective, he's actually a good guy. He's blown up 2 effing buildings, but there's nobody in it. They're completely free.
But who's the good guy in this scenario? Is it the narrator? Is it Tyler Durden? Is it what's her face?
No, it's
Did you
Tyler
hear the theory
Durden.
that what's her face is a second personality?
Yeah, I've heard that one too. Yeah, you've ever heard that one too?
I haven't heard of that one. No.
Yeah.
Marla is
his
other personality, and she's the most dominant.
And it's actually I think it's supposed to be some sort of metaphor for multiple personalities disorder.
Oh, it might be.
Yeah.
But the big difference, the movie, they've cleared out the entire building. So nobody dies.
Right.
So that, to me, helps really everybody reinforce that fact of, he's a good guy trying to do good things because they all lose the mortgages, money owed, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
In the actual book, the building gets exploded with people in it.
Right.
Right. And so that's where it's funny. In the book, no, he's more evil. He's evil.
Dick.
Okay. Even in the movie, he's technically ruined a lot of lives
Sure.
by making all this happen. Because again, everybody that's in this baking, blah, 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 they're all losing their jobs, no fallback, no money's, all these bad things happen from a monetary perspective.
Yeah.
In the movie, though, they lose their lives. Or sorry, in the book, they lose their lives. And it's just one of those, shit, that is evil.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
One of my favorite book villains, the Overlook Hotel.
Ha ha ha, for sure.
Sorry, which
From The Shining. The hotel itself.
Gotcha.
If you read, because the movie doesn't really give you the it's the hotel that's making him go crazy, right? You don't really get that. You kind of just get he's going kooky because he's all trapped up in here, all stir crazy, blah blah blah, and he's just a crazy dude.
Yeah.
No, it's the hotel, and Danny's like kind of corroborates the story because he's got the Shining, right? So he knows it. Yeah, I get mad. Oh, such a good book.
breathe. Woosa.
Well, because the kid does more in the book.
Yeah,
than he does in the movie. He's more involved. He knows more about what's going on. He understands that the spirits in the hotel are what's driving people to do bad things and stuff like that. So,
yeah,
I've never read Shining.
Yeah, I've never read it either. I've only watched it numerous times.
You got to get through the first 3/4 of the book before it gets any good. It's like,
I'm not going to read it.
There's it's so much exposition.
Okay.
And backstory until you get to the good part.
I guess that's kind of the movie in a way. You know what I mean? Like,
I love that you're trying to sell this right now. See, look at you trying to be a good guy.
I'm just trying to think because I've never read the book. But like, my mom. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just thinking, trying to compare it because I only know the movie.
Keep trying.
So I'm trying. I'm getting there. Shut up.
It's easier to listen to it than it is to read it.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah,
I bet for sure.
But yes, I'd say that's one of my favorite book villains.
Nice.
Okay, I like him. Overlook Hotel. He's a him, right?
Yeah. Okay. It's a they them.
All right, it's a they them.
Well, it's a hotel. Yeah, we don't generify.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's silly. Okay, cool. All right. What do we think about the company Amazon? Hero or villain?
Well, so I will admit this from my perspective. I put them, and again, are they completely this? No, they're more on this side. To me, they are more hero.
Okay.
My perspective, they are more good than bad.
I have to give props to a guy who made like $4 billion from starting to sell books out of his garage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
that's not the question though.
He's trying to make himself an excuse like I did.
Yeah,
Give him a moment. Let him make his excuse before he says the same thing I did.
And for what it's worth, Jeff Bezos is no longer the president.
As an employer, no good.
No good. He's a bad guy.
No bueno.
He's a real villain.
Yeah.
Well, that's like saying Uber.
Yeah, any company.
No,
there are some better.
Uber and Skip the Dishes and shit like that I feel is more of a choice though. You know what you're getting into when you go into it.
Within our Western society culture, technically you have your choice all the time for what you're doing.
Well, that's kind of on you to not do your research.
Now, one could also make the argument if you don't work, you're going to starve, which is true too. So,
that's true,
but you can play the hand.
You're only working for tips when you fucking.
It's true.
Do Skip the Dishes or Uber Eats.
That's
or
true,
whatever, right?
Yeah,
right. But now that person, if they sat, and again, this is my perception because when I hear things like that, I'm always just like, God, I can never do this style of job because, it doesn't click
hard
for me.
Yeah.
I will admit, I see Uber as a touch more evil than good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Have I ordered Uber? Yes.
I've never taken an Uber as a taxi.
Oh.
And I've done that as well.
Uber. I've done Uber Eats.
I've done Lyft.
I've done more of the Uber Eats.
Any of those.
I've done the Uber pickup and get somewhere, and I got to give credit again. See, that one, what's funny for that one, and now this is my perception, and I wish somebody that worked for Uber was sitting beside me. The Uber, the driving,
where's milk when you?
I've always perceived that as they're actually getting paid the majority of this. Yes, Uber gets a cut because I did it all through them. But I always assume that the driver got a good chunk of that.
That's why there's a service fee.
Yeah.
Uber gets the service fee.
Yeah.
And then the Uber driver, well, I guess in the driving case, I don't know.
That's just it. Driving, I don't know. We have to research that. I just know with the Eats.
With the Eats part of it,
yes,
Uber gets the service fee, driver gets the tip.
So as somebody who has delivered for Uber Eats, which is not Uber, but I'm going to guess it's probably similar.
No, it is. It is still
the
Uber.
same
Exactly.
company.
Yeah, it's all Uber.
I'm saying pay structure. It's probably the same.
Oh, well.
Not. So you get a flat rate, which isn't a lot. I don't think it's quite minimum wage. Could be wrong, but I don't think it is.
Well, yeah, because I just heard in New York they passed a law that they must get minimum wage.
Okay, so that better come if it hasn't been here yet. They give you a flat rate, and yes, AJ's right. They take a particular service fee for that, and then whatever tip is goes to you. Problem is, not all the people tip.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's okay, but it's
then,
not a lot of money.
But then
they should be paying for the gas too.
Does it show you if the person's going to tip before you take the job?
No,
it
doesn't.
Okay.
No, that's an after the fact thing.
And again, with the Uber Eats, I can speak to this one. When you go to order, it asks you, "Hey, what's your tip?"
Yeah,
and it's always that funny things. You'll say, "Oh, I'll put $8 in."
Right.
And then you get your delivery and it asks you, "Hey, do you want a tip?" No, I already tipped.
I tipped, yeah, exactly.
0.
Yeah.
What's the catch?
Oh, they don't get tipped until you push that second.
Yes.
That hey, how is your service?
Want to give me a tip?
Oh yeah, and then the delivery driver. Yeah.
The second tip is.
See, that's why I don't fuck with Uber Eats.
Never knew this.
That's why.
So for this entire time, when I was tipping, I thought I was tipping the driver when I did the pre-tip.
Oh.
So for all the Uber drivers out there, of which there's probably, I think I've done this maybe 5-ish times. Yeah. I apologize profusely.
Sorry,
but I have learned my lesson. Because an Uber driver told me, because he's like, "Why don't you put tip?" I'm like, "I did," and he explained, and I'm like, "Oh,
really? What the balls on that guy, eh?"
I think he was in a bad mood.
Oh,
it was one of those that
yeah, that's why I don't fuck with Uber Eats, because I guess that, and they do that thing where they'll take money out of your account and then put money back in your account.
Yeah,
and then take money out of your. It's like, the fuck. Why didn't you just keep it the first fucking time?
I know, that's so weird.
So that's why I do the skip the dishes, because they're a little more upfront with that whole thing.
Oh, okay. I got to check that one out maybe a bit deeper.
Yeah, so when you place your order, you'll have your order total, then your tax.
Yeah.
Then you'll have your service fee, and then you'll have the tip.
Now, is the tip to the restaurant or the driver?
No, to the driver, because you only do it once.
Okay, so yeah, that makes it clear.
It even says on their apps, like, we don't take a cut of this or whatever.
Oh, okay, good.
It's 100%.
Okay. You know, maybe I do need to switch. That's a good call.
Not to be the hero of the story, I guess.
So I'd say they're the heroes of this story.
Well, I was going to tell you, I'm going to be the hero of this story right now. Fun fact for you kids. If you're an Amazon Prime owner, you can get a DoorDash with free delivery for a year.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can still tip the driver, right?
If you want, yeah. Sure.
Yes. Well, as long as the food comes,
not to dash to my door, though.
Well, I mean, for free.
Well, no, because then if they dash, like, when you order McDonald's or something like that, and they have the drinks in the bag, they're going to dash up to the door, and the drink's going to go all over the place.
Well, that's how you dash.
That's how you dash.
These are responsible
I run
dashers.
like Phoebe from Friends.
That's right.
Yeah. It's more of a...
Yeah.
They're very good at... I would demo, but I have headphones on.
Oh,
I'll show you after the episode. Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this one.
I don't either, yeah. Okay, we've talked a lot about weird-ass heroes. Let's talk about some other... let's talk about non-fictional heroes. Are there any out there that you guys are like, oh, yeah, someone we should admire and appreciate?
Well,
my dad.
Well, there is the family thing.
Yeah, dads are cool.
So it's funny. I was thinking about this so much. Villains, we talked a lot about that. They're somewhat, I shouldn't say easy, but to me, they're easy.
Sure.
Because generally, they're the people that have, brutally harmed, hurt, a vast majority of people.
Yeah.
Through and did it knowingly.
Yeah.
That type of thing. Because yes, there's been medical challenges, things in the past, but there wasn't always knowingly.
Right.
They thought they were doing good.
Mm-hmm.
But there's those are the evil ones. But when I started thinking of the good ones, I was like, oh. I kept running into this challenge in my brain where there's so many of them because people that have done good stuff for me. There's people I hear that have run charities, actually tried to change
Donald
things.
J. Trump.
He's your hero?
Yeah. He's a hero.
He's a hero.
Yeah, he's a true American hero. Yeah. You should sign up for Truth Social. You'll find out.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll
Sounds
find
good.
out.
Let's do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's
He's not. He's the devil.
No.
To me, he's one of those perfect devils, though. He's
just
him.
Yeah.
There we go.
He really is. Yeah.
He's just he's one of those guys that I got to give him one head nod. He's very open. on his perspective and thoughts on everything.
That's true. He doesn't necessarily think
in regards to that. In regards to openness on that, openness on other things. No.
Well, no, there are certain things he's going to say he certainly didn't do because he knows that there would be a professional impact on his ability to be reelected. So,
it's not happening.
I know it's not. Well, I will admit, I hope it does not.
If it happens, I will not say what I was going to say.
No, don't say
for fear of Federal Bureau of Investigating.
Do not say
it. If you're going to just kill yourself, just do it quietly, okay? Don't.
But that's what I mean. I will admit, I go back 10 years ago, that'd be what? A year or two before he actually gets elected, I'd be saying the same thing. It won't happen.
None of us thought it.
I said that. I said that exact thing. This is not going to happen.
Exactly. This is just a stupid, silly thing.
I made the mistake of being like, with my American friend and a bunch of other friends in election, I'm like, what happens if he does get elected? Everyone looks at me like, you're fucking crazy. Like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's so weird that there's so many people who say that, but he got elected.
Right. Well, it's a weird thing. In
did people go? Did people go?
It's no different than Canada.
Did people go into the fucking booth and go, vote for Donald
Trump? No.
And then, oops.
Chances are, my perspective, it is again like most things. Yes, they have their version of ridings, which is something I'm more familiar with. Districts,
whatever. Yeah.
And again, much like a riding, if you have control over how they're structured, you know whom to hit, things like that. So that way, in our case, it would be an MP. In their case, I don't know what exactly the term is.
Fucking no.
But it's similar. Maybe. No,
Senators
they're
are
separate. They're separate. But anyways, long story short, it's just one of those things. I think that was part of it. And then the other part was, much like here in Canada, how many actually turned out to vote? 30% maybe?
Yeah.
And of those 30%, the larger percentage was likely all those lovely people that were 100% behind Trump. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And they're energized for it. Whereas everybody else, just like we said, I don't need to go out. She's going to win. Fuck.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why.
So really, the villains in that story are the people that didn't vote.
Well, most times it can be.
Yeah.
But also, that's one of the things that's going to make me a villain in 2 seconds to some people. I wish Canada would institute similar laws as to Australia.
Whoa.
Mandatory voting.
Whoa.
That's one thing I wish we had.
I kind of like that.
Yeah,
Someone offered up a suggestion. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and what I mean by mandatory is mandatory not just from a federal, but also a provincial and even municipal. You must vote.
I think it should be peopleatory.
Peopleatory.
What's peopleatory mean?
Well, we shouldn't gender specify what datory it is. Mandatory, womandatory. It should just be peopledatory.
Oh, boy.
Just so mandatory means you must vote. That's all.
Oh, I know what it means, but mandatory.
Oh no, we get it.
We
that
get
is
your
a
joke.
lame ass dad joke. I'm not even pressing the button. It doesn't deserve it. It doesn't even. No. Fail.
Actually, that one was a bit close.
Yeah, no, fail again. No. You did it. You're doing it wrong, AJ. Okay, that was better. I got to meet one of my heroes, and he was delightful in real life, as he is as watching the screen, and he's a legit hero as well as a fictional one.
Well, Ron Jeremy's in jail now, isn't he?
Actually, I was talking about that guy recently. I was like, no DDP, I'm a Dallas Page. The wrestler.
I thought you...
Oh, nice.
Bang. Yeah, because he's been a champion as a hero and all that jazz. But also too, I think he's a hero to the people he's helped save with his program and all that sort of shit.
Nice.
And all that good stuff. Like, he's really done a good job giving back to his community, and kind of brought him back up and all that stuff. So it's fun, and he's really fun to meet live, and he was really cool to hang out with for the time that we got to hang out there and shit.
Nice.
Work out with him and all that sort of shit. So that's cool. Do we want to get controversial for a second?
Well, if you want to start,
we haven't already.
I'm going to say,
okay. So here's hero or villain. Justin Trudeau.
So from my side,
I don't care.
Yeah, I know. I didn't ask you to care. I just asked you the question.
I don't care.
So from my side, he's one of those more to a hero, I guess, because from my perspective, has he done things that I kind of say, what? Yes. Has he done things I'm like, I disagree? Yes.
Okay.
Has he done these in such a way that is completely wrong, hurt somebody in some initial, like him being like evil way? Not that I know of.
Right.
So yeah, no, he was voted. He's following the rules.
His party legalized marijuana.
That is true. They
Hero.
did that.
That does put him more into the nice guy book.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That reminds me of when Jean Chrétien was prime minister. The first thing he did was he lowered the price of cigarettes, and everyone was like, "Hallelujah!"
And again, it's one of those lovely things because I could, not that I will, make that argument. Because of him as a teenager, I could easily start smoking because I was paying $4 a pack.
That's true.
God, it was beautiful.
That was wonderful.
It wasn't until later governments came in to correct this issue.
That's true. Yes. That's true. Yeah.
But again, in the end, no, it's not his fault I was a smoker. I was a dumbass teenager who enjoyed that and thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, that's one way to... Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. I blame the players.
Yeah, it's the players.
Yeah.
You got to play the victim
really
card,
nice
man.
Cigarette.
Yeah, you gotta get those lawsuits in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there.
Tom from MySpace. Hero.
Yeah, Hero.
Because,
you don't know. Everybody was friends with him.
That's true.
He was your first friend when you joined MySpace.
Was he the hack guy or something?
No, he was the guy who invented MySpace.
Okay. I always remember a story, something about...
No, he's Tom from MySpace.
Something.
The only thing I would say he is a hero because of the fact that, that style of social media was popularized by MySpace and just migrated into literally everything else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty cool. And we all use social media now. So, yeah, it's cool.
Hero,
for sure.
One of those moments I wish we were actually videoing just for the crossed arms.
I know.
Sit back,
Hero.
just looking at Chris like, hero.
Yeah.
Like flat. I don't need to explain this to you.
What about, here's another controversial one. What about...
Enrique Iglesias.
No, Doc Brown.
He's a hero.
Doc Brown.
Who's Doc Brown? Sorry.
From Back to the Future. Dr. Emmett Brown, the doctor who built the time machine.
Oh.
Neither.
I would say overall hero.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he put the thing back together.
But he also stole fucking plutonium.
Yeah, well, see,
but he
he stole it.
He stole
the Libyans.
Bad stuff.
The Libyans.
Yes.
He stole it from the Libyans.
So that's okay.
Yes.
What about to the Libya? That those Libyans are probably heroes.
People. No, they were going to hurt people.
We don't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, they had those rocket launches made with their fire.
They wanted him to build
that one's
a
pretty
bomb.
easy hero, in my opinion.
Okay.
If anybody's a villain, it's Marty. Marty took the car.
That's true. You did take
Marty
the car.
fucked the shit up.
Fucked the shit up.
If he hadn't have fucking taken the car and went 88 miles per hour
That's right, yeah.
with the flux capacitor on,
right.
none of that shit would have happened.
But then he would have died.
But see, that's a good example. He's not bad for that.
That's right.
Because he was simply trying to escape
And survive.
after his buddy had already been shot.
That's true, yeah.
That's what he was doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones, villain or hero?
Ooh.
Oh, he's hero.
He's stealing shit.
He is stealing shit. But usually...
Oh, I see.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. He's always
even though
to steal shit.
In any of those stories, Indiana Jones as a character is completely inconsequential.
Yeah.
Huh?
Regardless of if it was for Indiana Jones or not, the Nazis in Raiders of the Lost Ark would have opened the Ark and melted their faces.
Yes.
That's true, yeah.
So Indiana Jones holds no consequence in that story.
Right, because it would have done
Oh,
it
and
anyway.
Because it would have happened anyway.
Particular one.
Oh, that particular one. Fair.
No, same with Raiders or Last Crusade. He wouldn't have picked the right cup.
That was Raiders of the Lost Ark.
No, that was Last Crusade.
Right.
He wouldn't have picked
but
the
you're
right
right.
cup.
He
wouldn't have
wouldn't
picked
have
the
mattered.
wrong cup, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah. Yeah.
But regardless of that, now that I've ruined your childhood.
You actually have.
It's okay. No, that's fine. I love Indy. He's the best. Is he a hero or villain?
Hero or villain?
I think hero ultimately, because he's kind of like, he gets pulled into shit and he's not doing, like, he's doing it in the name of history. He's trying to do it like, it's not like he's trying to be greedy. Obviously he does want to, make money.
Yeah, but he's still, like, there's still no reason for him to have stolen that statue at the beginning of Raiders or Temple of Doom. Or no, Raiders,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was no reason for it. He should have just left it there.
He should have, but he didn't.
And then he had all those people chase after him.
That's
with
true.
the spears and stuff because he stole their thing.
But to Indy, those guys are the villains.
How though? How are they villains other than the fact that they want their shit back?
In some ways, that is a good perspective on, hey, at the time, because the movies or the older ones were based in the 40s at some point.
Yeah, like 30s.
I think
40s.
they all are. Even Dial of Destiny is probably I
think it's
older
60s.
time period. Okay, all right, there you go.
Either way, it's just one of those things of, at that time, he may have actually been a hero, but you're right. In the full retrospective,
yeah, it's true.
Okay. That's a tough one. I'm still going to say hero because, you know what? I looked up to him, and because of him in those wonderful movies, I always kind of wanted to try and do good things.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
So to me, he
made me like archaeology. I never did anything with it, but I like archaeology.
So then, could you? So then,
I would buy the stupid rocks where you just
so then could you
creature, and then you look at it, and then you throw it.
And you throw it away. Yeah.
Let's go back to Darth Vader because Darth Vader could have inspired you to want to do good things as a kid. I don't want to be like him. I'm going to do good things. So is he a hero? Sure. Based off of that logic?
More on the Han Solo
based
side.
off of that logic.
I was more on the Han Solo side.
Yeah,
Han Solo, not actually a great guy, but he becomes a better guy.
That's again that redemption thing.
And that's amazing.
But based off
I'm
of what
a big
you said
fan of
about
redemption.
Indiana
That way,
Jones.
when I do something wrong, like steal your sugars, I feel okay because I redeem myself.
But you said Indiana Jones made you feel that way, therefore he's a hero?
Correct.
So if Darth Vader made somebody feel that way, would he not be a hero based off that logic?
Well, to their perspective. Again, it's perspective.
It's
we called that out earlier. Yeah. To some people, they find certain leaders of religions wonderful, in certain religions, wonderful.
Right.
Other people say how stupid they are.
That's right.
Yeah, flying spaghetti monster.
Yeah.
Hey.
Watch out, man. You're going to piss off our fucking 10 of our 20s of fans.
Yeah. Oh, it's like, shit, I can't think I didn't think of this till this moment. The dude, like, fuck.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like, they have the religion for the dude.
That's true.
But 100% hero.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But no, it's what I love with the dude. You're right.
Man.
Yeah, he just wanted his rogue back.
That's true.
Like, he didn't do anything horribly evil.
Yeah.
No. Sure, man. That check for that thing of milk, did he know it was going to go bad?
No,
he knew.
He knew,
Yeah, but
okay,
but even still, that's a small transgression.
But there's a bigger one. He's definitely a villain to his landlord. His landlord's got to pay the shit. Right?
Well, no, because that's actually, I don't know if he was, that's, I guess, a good point. Was he the landlord in that sense? Did he own the property or he just worked for it?
Oh, good point.
Because if he just works for it, who the hell cares?
Yeah, exactly.
If he owns it and he's starting to lose this property, yes. See, that's one of those things.
Yeah, that's a tough one, yeah.
Yeah, it's all about perspective. What is? Yeah, shit. Because when it's a corporation, most people, myself included, within reason, but of course, okay, yeah, you stole that, cookie dough from that store. Yeah. It's a store,
right?
Okay, OCP from RoboCop, definitely villain.
Definitely villain for sure. They are. Yeah. I mean, even them making RoboCop was not for the best purposes, right? It was to control shit,
and it was to sell.
Of course,
it was to sell the design.
No. See, there's that again.
I knew somebody was going to do this. I knew somebody was going to do this.
You can't necessarily.
They're evil, David. Go ahead, try to fight it.
And stupid.
Again, the people.
The design event 209 proves
that.
Yeah, it is.
The multiple designs of RoboCop 2 prove that.
But see, in some ways, this demonstrates actually how the organization itself is good because they wanted to find a method. Yes. Through profit. I will agree with you.
Sure.
It's for a profit.
It's all profit.
To try and protect and improve the city.
Yeah.
And so what did they do? Multiple projects were spawned up to try and resolve this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it came down to the two at the very end, in which we had one RoboCop and then we had the evil guy that was shooting people.
Right.
And so that's why we had the evil guy shooting people. Because he was bad, so he was trying to take advantage. But in the end, RoboCop came in and saved the day.
So OCP's absolved because
but see, that's just it.
But they hired Clarence Boddicker. They're the ones who hired him to do the bad thing.
That's true, yeah.
And again, it's a good call from an org perspective because, they might have done something good, something bad. Because, RoboCop's good.
Yeah. But getting to
not the remake RoboCop that they did 10 years ago. Now that thing was horrible.
That was not good at all. It was. If they did anything else, it would have been okay. But because it was RoboCop, it was not.
Yeah, I don't know. I think,
but Michael Keaton was in it, and he's awesome.
He's awesome.
And Gary Oldman was in it, and he's awesome.
He's pretty good.
And Samuel L. Jackson was in it, and he's awesome.
Yeah, he's there. Yeah, they're awesome.
I don't think he said motherfucker, but he was awesome.
He should have said it.
Yeah,
the motherfucking RoboCop off my motherfucking state. No,
Michael Keaton was actually in a good movie where it was a good.
It's called Batman.
No, he was in something else.
Batman Returns,
where he has to stay at home because he loses his job, and his wife ends up going to work constantly.
Mr. Mom.
Mr. Mom.
Yes, yeah.
That was like his first
God,
thing. That's why nobody believed he would be a good Batman. Was because of that movie, because he was a comedic actor.
And he was a stand-up comedian too.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I did not know that.
Well, he's a hilarious.
I have to admit, I believe I saw the Mr. Mom after Batman.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But Multiplicity is one of my favorites.
Oh, it's a fantastic film.
Old piece of thief.
Yeah. That's Anna McDowell, right? Played his wife.
Yeah.
She's fantastic.
And Michael Keaton played number 2 and number 3.
Oh,
that's right.
And number 4 and number whatever else they went to.
Yeah.
That was a good one though.
It's a great movie.
Nice.
Everything he's done has been fantastic. Optimus Prime, one of my favorite heroes. Megatron, one of my favorite villains.
Is Megatron a villain though?
Not the Decepticons.
We'll see.
Yeah.
No, see, actually, I think Megatron.
Megatron.
He is one of those, in my perspective, evil.
He's pretty evil.
Yeah,
no,
he's ruthless as fuck.
He's not as evil as Skeletor.
Oh yeah, he's way more evil.
Because again, like you just said, the perspective, right?
He would shoot and beat up his own people.
Decepticons, he wasn't evil because he was doing the right thing. Just like to Nazis, Hitler wasn't evil.
But again,
but Skeletor was just fucking shit up.
Yeah,
Skeletor was just fucking shit up.
No, he wasn't. He wanted the castle and he wanted to keep the angel lady.
Exactly,
the angel lady.
He had his objectives and motives too. Yeah, the bird bitch. Whatever. Fucking. Why?
So have we decided there is no hero and is no villain?
It's about perception.
It's all a matter of perspective.
Yes.
So what
that is
controversial? True. Are we heroes or are we villains? What about the Gentleman Society of Podcasting?
Well, like as a group or individually?
No, not individually. That's too much. As a group.
As a group.
Yeah, are we doing more heroic things or more villainous
the Justice Society of America? You know how like the Justice League of America is all the like A-list.
Yeah. We're like the D.
We're like
Oh God, no.
We're like going to Solid Golds at 2:00 on a Monday.
They're not open at 2:00 on Mondays.
Oh, that's lame.
I mean,
what? No, you heard. Yeah, right. Yeah.
So a Thursday. We're the buffet crew. At Solid Gold.
That's right. We're the ones fucking serving buffets. Me too, actually. That's the one thing that the pandemic took away from us.
Well, we only have the one I'm aware of is Mandarin. That's a lie. I forgot. No, they at the one cheap. Hotel they had a Christmas buffet. A lot of it was served.
Yeah, I was at a resort, the Oakwood Resort in Grand Bend, and they had one.
Yeah.
So
they just still do exist. I was about to complain.
It's because they have sneeze guards. It's okay. They're allowed.
That's okay. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
They're called COVID guards.
Yeah, they're called COVID
guards.
Yeah,
they have sneeze
That's how
guards.
you get an extra $50 out of them.
That's right.
They call them sneeze guards as you look down the aisle and there's a 6-year going, and then grabbing a handful of something. And I just look at it and smile and go, it don't matter what you do.
There's a little person with a cold going to get their food.
That kid's a fucking villain for sure.
No, you can't call them kids. They're little people, Chris.
Oh, my bad.
Not children.
All right. Okay, people.
They're little people. They're adults with smaller features than...
I was more talking from a child perspective.
Oh, I was talking about like actual little people.
Okay.
You can't say the other words that they used to call them because that's insensitive and mean.
You're not allowed to say that.
You can't say that.
Not if you want to, stay on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can't say that like that.
You can't say those words.
Not allowed to.
You can't say the M word.
It's actually funny.
Or the D word.
My son was freaking out because he got in I can't remember the exact name, the game, but he got an alert from the game because he said or typed something as he was playing it and was reported.
Oh no.
Yeah, and he got a warning and he's not allowed to say it. Yeah, and I'm trying to remember the fucking word. It was a silly word too.
Fuck.
No, it was just I can't even remember the word. Shit, I wish I could remember. Nope.
Shit.
No, it's just some generic word that like why are you getting rid up for this at all? Yeah.
Wow.
Mitch.
What the hell's Mitch?
It's like, I don't know. So I'm like, what? Maybe they know you're trying to say bitch. He goes, I wasn't saying Mitch.
Maybe it's like man bitch.
I forgot to capitalize Mitch's name and so said Mitch.
What?
Yeah.
What? Are we going to get like in trouble for saying Mitch so much on our podcast?
Mitch.
Yeah. Apparently you may say.
You're such a Mitch.
Yeah. Oh, my best friend's Mitch.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just really effed up.
That's really effed up.
Oh, sorry, fucked up.
Fucked up. Yeah, we can say fuck.
We're going to be open and honest. Yes.
You know,
we can say them all except for the C word. That one we can't
say that. No, not allowed. In Britain, you can.
You can in Britain. I've always found that funny.
I know. It's like this song that's been stuck in my head all day. It's by a fella named Wheeler Walker Jr.
Oh, that guy.
And he makes funny country music songs.
Okay.
So it goes, she's a country music fan.
I love it.
It's so funny. It's so clever.
That's great.
Yeah. She likes dick. Cups full of beer.
That is good.
That's
it's
fun.
so good.
That's
but yeah,
fun.
you can't say that word.
No. But you didn't, so it's all good.
I didn't.
Right,
I said country music.
Yes, you did.
Well, on that note, before let those lines go, as you either live or die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Should we end this episode?
Yeah, I think I've probably pissed somebody off.
Yeah,
personally.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's do that. And you out there, what do you think of our conversation? Who are your favorite heroes? Who are your favorite villains? We want to know. Let us know your thoughts on our episode in our comment section and on our Discord server that I will try to force everybody to join.
Nobody fucking wants to use
Hold up.
You know what? No, you can find us. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and Threads.
Yeah.
Do we have a Threads account yet?
No, we don't yet. No, not yet. No.
You can't find me on the other one anymore. I've decided to disable my account.
Twatter?
Yeah, I will not stay on that any longer.
Okay, moving on.
We're going to Threads.
Going to Threads, are we?
Yeah.
All right. But I thought we all loved Elon Musk.
Ashley Madison.
Anyways. Let us know your thoughts on our episode today, wherever you find us, and our links in our description. Please let us know your thoughts on our topic today. If you like what we're doing, we got ourselves a little Buy Me a Coffee link. You can throw us a few bucks there, keep the bubblies going and the lights on in its place as for our fun recordings. If you're out there, if you're not feeling great in the mental department, we just want you to know that you matter, not just to us, but to those that are around you. And you're not alone. The whole world is going through things right now, so it's important to talk about that stuff. So if you can't do that with the people that are around you, we're going to have some links in our descriptions to seek out the help that you might need. But until next time, I've been Harvey.
I'm Dave.
And I've been AJ.
I think that was equally shared.
Right, yes. And just like that, you got yourself sarcastically distracted. Thanks so much for joining us on our fun program. Have an awesome night. Peace.
Take care, all.
Bye now.